box and it's there to click on it. So bye for now. Love you all until my next video. Hello guys, welcome back. How are you? Hope you're well and that you're all in good health and looking after yourselves. I send my love to you all, to my subscribers, my existing subscribers, and to any new subscribers that have came along to join my channel recently. Um, I know there's about 40% of you who haven't subscribed yet, so if it's something that you'd like to do, please, join the channel. If it's something, if you'd like to come back and see me, I'd appreciate that. So I'm Meg, set a bit of this and that in Ireland, in the south of Ireland, and I'd love to have your company here. And today what I have for you is a temu haul. I've been waiting on this about 2 weeks, I'd say. Normally the time frame for Ireland was a week, so this one was 2 weeks. So I have to get on to Temu about pushing the delivery. I get on to the customer care in the chats, and just kind of hurry things along, because sometimes you can be forgotten about, I think, when they have so many deliveries. So get yourself a cup of tea, some water, whatever drink you'd like, whatever is your preference, and come and join me for the Temu haul. I have my trusty bottle of water down here beside me. This is a new bottle that I bought in Tesco's. It has Contigo, which I think is a brand name, written on it. It's on both sides of the bottle, and it's a lovely blue bottle with a straw inside it. It's a good quality bottle, and there's 20 ounce. I better put on the reading glasses or I won't be able to see a thing. It has 20 ounces there of how much you can fit in it, and it has an auto spout here, which there's a little blue thing there which locks it. You can open and back with the lock and the handle. Then you unleash that lock and then press that up, and then you drink out of this spout. So that bottle was €8, and when I was doing my online Tesco shop, I seen it for €1.50. So I said, look, I'll add it to my basket, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. So I got it, so I'm quite happy about that. Love the bottle. And besides that, you all know I have my big mug of tea, my Mahusa mug of tea there that I love. Have to have the tea. So one sec. Anyway, I'll start off. It hasn't been the best of weeks. I've had a tough time of it. I almost got attacked by a Rottweiler, and I'm kind of still recovering, you know. But that's another story. We all have our drama in life, don't we? Life is not easy for anyone these days. But I was going out my gate to go up to a neighbour's house, and there's a guy living next door to me who owns a Rottweiler, and he keeps him in the front right beside me. I can't wash my windows. I go out the front. I have to go out when he's not outside, so It's a living nightmare dealing with that, but hopefully I'll get it sorted because I'm in the process of meetings about it. I'm too old now to be dealing with this kind of thing, aggressive dogs. I mean, Rottweilers, I don't blame the dog, I blame the owners. So we need to educate these owners, these young owners. And anyway, we'll start off the Temu haul. And this is a metal sign that I got, an Irish sign. And we have Galway, Waterford, Kilkenny, Limerick, Tralee, Cork, and Dublin. Now, I suppose you all know Dublin, but this is kind of good quality, so I'm going to put this outside in the garden. You know, I think it's quite nice. Good quality from Temu. I'll take a pull of my rollie when I'm here. There's no point to me stopping and going and stopping and going. You know. So I'd say, you know, the price has changed on Temu. So it's a case of it's only a couple of euro. It was more, I think it was no more than €2. And sorry for the ones that don't like me smoking, but I smoke and that's just the way I am. As I've said in my last video. This is called a wireless electric whisk. Now, if you're making cappuccinos, this is ideal. Or if you're whipping cream for hot chocolate, anything like that, you know, I would say it will whisk an egg. You get two attachments heads with it. There's a double whisk on this little one, and that's your wider one. And this is your body of it. You have the grip there in your fingers to hold it, and you whisk. But it takes two AA batteries, so that's very handy to have if you ever want anything frothy, even warm milk frosted. You know, you can use that. It's very. I had another one of these, an older. You get it in different colours. I had a different type going back, but I love these gadgets, you know. And this is a sensor light. It's for the hallway. If I go out in the night to use the bathroom, you know, the way you don't want to keep turning on lights. Take a drink. The way you don't want to keep turning on lights or you trip over something in the dark. I find these little things very handy. Do you know, you stick them onto the wall, you get a little charging cable with it. They don't be very long, that's what I notice about all these little gadgets. The power cable is not long. So I have other cables in the house. I have two little magnets that will stick onto the back of it. Now I got a couple of these. I know they're in the bag. I got a few of these to dot around the place. And you have your little charging port here. You see it there, and you have your little switches there. I don't want to blind you guys now, you know. you know, and you have different modes on it, you know. Now it's quite bright, as you can see, to do great for a ring light, you know. Don't want to blind you, as I said. And I turned it off. But these are ideal. You just charge them up and stick them up. And, you know, very handy. Big light out of them for such, you know, I wouldn't call it that small. About 4 inches in length. And they're very handy to have around the place. Especially now, guys, with the winter coming. You know, put a few of them around the house just you know, and they're motion detected. As soon as you pass, it'll come on. And I bought 2 of these. That would have been, that thing would have been about no more than €3. So you could not go wrong with that. I bought 2 of these for hanging brushes and mops and what have you. And these are good strong ones. Again, you get the piece for the wall where you slot it in. And this is what you get. What's the name on it? Joy Booze. That must be Chinese. But what it's for, it should go up that way. And you will pop in your sweeping brush in here, or your mop, or whatever you want to hold. But these are strong and sturdy. So I have 2 of those. Again, very cheap. If you know Mags, you know that Margaret will only go for the bargains on Temu. It's just, I was born a bargain hunter. And there's another one of those sensor lights. And this is a packet of, what I wanted it for is the, you know, the sockets, the electrical sockets, the extension leads, I should say. You stick these on the back. You get them in pairs. You know, if I had one that I could show you how to use it. I'm trying to see now the one where you slap down into it. Okay. Okay. So there's your 2 pieces. Okay. You stick these on, my tongue tied. You stick these onto an extension lead. You can stick 2 or 3, how many you want to do, so that it won't fall off the wall. I have an extension lead on my bedside locker, and I don't like having it there in case I spill tea or anything on it, you know. But one goes on your extension lead on the back of it, and the other one goes on the wall. And then you just say that's your extension lead, and that's the part on the wall. And what you do is slide it in, and there your extension lead is attached from this side to this side and is up on your wall and out of your way. No accidents happening if you have children. But I always say, when I have a packet of them, you know, a big packet of those, again, less than €2. When you're using anything like that, leave it settle on the wall when you put it up for 2 or 3 days. I would put it for 2 days just to leave the adhesive learn to stick to the wall. You know, it needs, if you start using it straight away, it's just going to fall down. So stick it firmly and just leave it alone. Don't touch it and it'll be fine. So we'll see what else I pull out of the bag. Ah yeah, this is a mat for the front door. I wanted something for the front door because I'm getting sick of looking at that manky looking thing at the front door. It's there a few years and it's big and ugly and I can't do anything with it. You know, buy your scissors on the bed or what? I'll have to use what I have. I'm not that strong. Getting old, guys, getting old. Okay. Alright, this is the mat anyway. And it's a gold and it's a silver and beigey colours. And what's written on it is welcome. And you have your grippy, it's quite grippy. You know, it is rough, quite grippy. And then you have your beautiful colours here at the front. Now it will need kind of straightening out because you know, after being on its journey, it's after being rolled up. You know the way Temu rolls up your stuff, so when it comes it's all wrinkled. But I'll flatten that out. But it's pretty, guys. You know, the colours are pretty. And it's awesome colours. You know, it's lovely. I really like that. And it's good quality, you know. It is good quality. And I love the design of it. You know, beautiful. But I am happy, and it has these leaf patterns on the back. You know, if you can see these leaves, has the patterns. So happy with that, and take up that little manky thing at the front door that I don't like. It is orange colour, but I'm just sick of it. You know, I just don't like it. I haven't gone out now since that thing happened to me on the 8th of September. I haven't been outside the door since it happened. I got such a fright. You know, I would mind, I love dogs, you know, but this is for the outside, the garden. Here you have a large solar panel. And what you have here is branches. I won't open it out now, but you have branches like a tree, you know, a little Christmas tree it looks like for all the world. And then you have another pole. It's a thin pole, slim pole, and you put that in there, and then you pop this there in the bottom, and you pop that in the garden. Your light then will go through, it will charge the battery with the solar, and what you do is I cover the solar with cling film so it won't get damaged by rain. Because you know, guys, solar lights won't last unless you protect them, you know. And there's a little thing here at the back of it that's covered in plastic that will show you the modes. Is that sellotaped on? That I'll just show you the way it works. It mightn't be charged up now, I don't know. It's probably not. Wait, now it is. Do you want to blind you again? Now picture this in your garden when it's like a tree standing up, and then you have the leaves out and it's quite long, you know, and then you have the different modes on it. And warning now, if anyone suffers, you know, with flashing lights, don't watch. Anyway, I'll turn it off anyway, just in case. Be on the safe side. I care about people's health. You know, I do. But it's very pretty in the garden. I have one that's in colour. And it's so pretty out there in the night time that I am happy with it. This was €3 and something. Bit of change. So love that. I'm going to take a drop of my water. Let's hydrate. There's something in it, in the bottle, that allows so much to go through, you know. So that's something new for me to figure it out. But like I said, it's very handy bottle, and you have your hanging your your handle to carry it. So I was going to say, where's my glasses? I'm so blind I can't find them. What else have I in here? I might have to split the video into two because of, you know, I've been waiting, as I said, 2 weeks on this haul, and I know if I go into too long, people mightn't want to watch it, you know, especially if they're following other YouTubers. But we'll see how we get on. I know some people like the long videos. Here, I have a little hair straightener that I bought as well from Temu. And any of you know that have short hair, you know, this will be ideal. You have buttons here that you press. And all I do is I catch it, put it under my hair and slide it down. This little heated hair comb they're around €10, but they are handy if you have short hair. I have tried growing my hair, but what happens is my hair just gets thick, thick, and I can't do anything with it. So I end up having to go back to shorts again. But these are ideal. They're cordless. You charge them up, and they get quite hot. You know, there's 3 different settings on them, and they're quite hot. You know, and they do work well. But you just give it a minute or two to heat up. Do you know, that kind of way? You see, it does straighten your hair. But my hair now that I cut it myself is a bit all over the place. And as well as that, you can take it from the back and make a kind of a curl. at the back. Any older ladies, you know, as well, that don't, you don't have to go to the hairdressers for everything. You can just buy this, and I would say to younger girls, go ahead and get yourself this, for the price, because you can also use it to straighten your long hair, you know. And then it's that you hold the button for 2 seconds, it switches off, you let it cool down, you can pop that in your handbag. I don't know what I did with the cover. There's the cover. You put the cover on it if you're going out. You can pop it in your handbag, and it's ideal. Get rid of these papers. Sorry for the crackling. This is acrylic. You might have seen this type of material before. It's about 7 inches in width, and you have 3 compartments, you see. I don't know if you can see. 1, 2, 3. You can put anything you want in it. I'd use it for makeup brushes, lipsticks, nail varnishes, anything like that. Because kind of sturdy, good and strong. Another less than €2. What time are we on now? We're on 27 minutes nearly. These are for my DIYs. You know the way people have lazy Susans and stuff like that? Well, I use these before to put them under a bin in my bedroom. I didn't want the bin, bare on the ground. I wanted to be able to roll it. To get to cleaning behind it. And these are little rollers. What way is the camera showing it now? These are little rollers, and they these roll around, little wheels. They are very cheap on Temul, just about 150. And I got 4 in a packet. And you can make lazy Susans. You can put them under bins, bathroom bins, anything that you want to raise up and put wheels underneath. And 4 in a packet. But ideal to pull something out. I'd use them also if you want it for a plant pot. You know the way cleaning, or outside in your garden even. You know the way the plant pots are on the ground. Just raise them up. But like I said, anything like this, leave it adhere. Is that the word? Leave it stick for 2 days before you go touching it. Any item that it's on, leave it alone for 2 days until it sticks properly. And I'll show you this. This is a big reed that I got for autumn. I mean, I had plenty of reeds for Christmas, and I had one out there for the summer and for Easter. This is a big reed. It's about an 18-inch, I think. It's about €4. But because it's metal, it will last. And I like to do my little DIYs, with reeds and stuff like that. and sturdy, good and sturdy. But yeah, it's about 18 inches. It's quite big. Thumbnail. And ideal for just a couple of euro, no more than €4. And I'll finish with this last item. I'll do the next one because, we're coming up, we're 30 minutes now. And this is a pair of hands, plastic, good and sturdy, and it comes apart, as you can see. You can take it apart, but people would probably say, you can use it as an ornament on its own. You can use it for makeup brushes, but I'm not going to think on that way about makeup brushes. I would say that it would be nice with flowers in it, even, or as just nice on its own as an ornament. You know, it'd be very pretty. Now, these things don't cost much either. I would have paid no more than €2 for this. So, I have affiliated link in my description. It may not work if you're from America. If you're from Ireland, it will work because we all get different. This is not paid by Temu. This is out of my own money. I've never gotten paid from Temu. I think you have to have 200 subscribers to even think about uh collab. I can't say it. Collaborating with Temu. You'd have to have about 200 subscribers, I think, and I have 185 or 186, so I'm not there yet. So I would like to, because I love Timo, I would like to, buy more, but you have to rein it in when you're paying with your own money. That's the only thing I would say. But what I will say is that you can use the link if you want to, if you're from Ireland, or if you haven't used Timo in quite a while, if you've deleted the app and you want to use it again, you can go into my description box